What's up, Matt? Back again. Back for some more. What's up, Travis? All right. What's up, Sean? Yeah, you'll have some better luck, for sure. I got a good feeling. Alright, let me tag some people here. Vintage, it has Skeens, Bobby Witt, has a bunch of the big, it has Jack Caglione, Nick Kurtz, it has Bazzana, I think, yeah, he's on the front, it has Bazzana, it has a bunch of like college and high school prospects too. Yeah, Bobby Witt auto would be sweet. There's actually a lot. There's base cards. I think there's like 10 packs, 10 cards each. All right, let me tag a couple people real fast. Sorry. Let me do some tagging here. Let's see. Let me tag Rui. He just messaged me. Who else? Keep hitting the wrong button. I am not a computer person. Who else do I need to tag here? Ooh, Jimmy. All right. Just tagged a bunch of people. Tim, you're right on time. You're always right on time, Tim. Just like me, it's what I like. That is what I like. All right, here we go. We got 2 of these and 3 of these. Guess what? We're going to start with one of these because we've opened the Panini Prospect. We're going to open one of these. We're going to see what these are about. I have no idea what this is going to be like, so here we go. Alright, 5 packs on that side. 5 packs. I do like their box. Holds the packs in place. I like it. Very considerate. Alright, so there's 10 cards per pack. 1 auto per pack. 10 packs. I don't know where the auto is going to be. So there will be base, obviously. But they got the vintage look. They even got, if you see, there's a gold, it looks like. It has a mark. Yeah, it has the marks. It looks like it's old looking. All right, here we go. See, like this dude right here, going to the Angels. Dario Laverty. All right, Eli Willits is the prospect. Is a prospect, so he would go to the non-team spot. I don't know where the auto. There's a Bobby Witt base. Ethan Bingaman prospect. I don't think this is an auto. It is not. Trent Harris. The next one might be. Okay, next one is an auto. So we're just going to do that for this pack. We won't do it for every pack. Hagen Smith, he's in here. Colson Montgomery, of course. Got to have Colson. All right, I think the gold is out of 52, but I could be wrong. All right, our first auto is a hitter. That's good. Infielder, Easton Jones. So that's the non-team spot. He played at BYU. BYU. For all the Mormons out there. Easton Jones. He is a prospect, goes to the non-team spot. Trent Harris is out of 25. I was wrong. Out of 25. I don't know. I guess they're not going to be actually numbered, but it is out of 25. To the Giants. All right, so now we know kind of how the format's going to be here. I don't know who Trent Harris is. Someone else might. Hey, there's Charlie on the back. The one and only. All right. Got what looks to be an orange in here. Brady Harris. Facundo. There's Skeens, the one and only. Connor Huzdak. Chase Burns, there we go. To the Reds. Next one should be the auto. It is. It is another infielder. All right, we got Condon. Bazzana base. Walker Jenkins base. Cole Drake. So we got a Burns and we got, can't tell by the helmet on this, can we? Adrian Hill going to the White Sox. I never saw BYU's field. It's pretty sweet, huh? I'll have to look it up, man. Adrian Hill is our next auto. Just a base auto to the White Sox. Chase Burns is out of 50. So the gold is out of 25 and the orange is out of 50. I like it. The old switcheroo by Onyx. I do like the throwback look of these cards. I do like it. I got a message. The line in the middle, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's like the design of the card, Greg, if that's what you're talking about. It's a really, it makes it look like it's folded right in the middle almost. I did see people talking about that when I looked this up today when I was trying to look it up. It's like part of the design. I don't know why they did that, but there's basically a line right through the middle. I have no idea. Bubba Chandler. But it is not, like, the cards are not damaged. It's just like part of the design. If you can see from the light, it's just the way the Kyle Teel, Aiden Kearney, Christian Campbell base. There's Caglione. I think they're trying to go with the vintage to make the cards look like worn, I guess, is the idea. I would assume Jenkins. It is strange for sure. Christian Moore. And Max Clark. All right, so our auto is going to be numbered here. It is. All right. Eric Adler. Also going to the White Sox. Red ink is out. So the autos actually have the number out of 25. 14 out of 25. 14 out of 25 to the White Sox. 2 White Sox autos so far. I guess I can put some cards up here. I haven't been paying attention. Put the Chase Burns up here. All right. Yeah, it's definitely a unique design idea for sure. Nick Kurtz, Brooks Capel, Owen Miller, Carson Williams, got a Grauer, Bryce Rayner, Walcott, DePaula, Josue. Okay, that's our auto. Cole Emerson. I think black is out of 10. Kyle Teel. Another White Sox auto. It is 6 of 10. 6 of 10. White Sox have 3 autos so far. 2 numbered autos. Kyle Teel in his first, this is probably his first ever auto in a White Sox uniform, I would assume. So there you go. In a White Sox uniform with no letters or numbers on it. In an unlicensed White Sox uniform. But nice one indeed. Eric Adler, Garrett Ballman, Griffin Tobias, Marcelo Meyer, Colson Montgomery, Easton Jones, Henry Vargas, Brady Harris. Our next auto is Jay Allen going to the Reds. Jay Allen, I haven't heard his name in a while. He's got to be in AAA, right? He's got to be close. Yeah, he played for the Dragons last year, right, Greg? Jay Allen. Played in Big Dayton. I like it. Knowlton, Jay Allen again. Lazaro Montes, Sal Stewart, Cole Young. Then from the back, we got Bazzana, Jamie Arnold, prospect, David Shields, Facundo. All right, we got a gold auto, it appears. Pitcher, it looks like. Griffin Tobias with the green ink auto. Going to the Brewers, which is out of 50. Out of 50. Griffin Tobias to the Brew Crew. Out of 50. Chase Dollander, Solace, Thomas White, Chase DeLauder, Witherholt. There he is. He's going to be one of the big dudes. And Bowman, there's the Skeens, Hagen Smith, Max Clark, another red auto, maybe. Looks like another pitcher. Jashawn Unger. 21 out of 25 going to the non-team spot. He is a prospect. Jashawn Unger. Weatherholt auto would be sick. Thomas White, Noah Miller, Bryce Rayner. There he is again. Lazaro Montes, Tristan Peters, Pena, Colt Emerson. So we got a red Bubba Chandler to the Pirates. And our next auto is Brooks Capel going to the Cubs, non-numbered. Bubba Chandler is out of 15, 9 out of 15 to the Pirates. Bubba. Ain't he the dude that said he's going to start opening day next year over Skeens? Pretty sure that was him. He's told Skeens to enjoy it this year because next year he's starting opening day. Brooks Capel. Pretty sure that's him. All right, 2 packs to go. Tell you what, this is fun to open. It's always fun to open this many autos. Andrew Painter, Noah Miller, DeLauder, Deshaun Unger, that is an auto. Pena, Chase Burns, Jesus Mate. All right, next one. Zane Barnhart. Maybe going to the Orioles on the Zane Barnhart. ZB auto. All right, last pack out of our first box here. I'll go a little faster on the other boxes, but I wanted to see what this was about here. Henry Vargas, David Shields, Roman Anthony, Easton Jones, Demuri, Pena is going to be numbered, Simu, Chase Harlan, Angel Ganau, Deshaun Unger. All right, behind Pena, we got a hitter. Tristan Peters to the Rays, and Pena is out of 50 to the Twins. Tristan Peters going to the Rays, non-numbered. All right. So, a lot of autos and numbered cards. That's what I like. Who did have the White Sox? Let's see real quick. Let's check real fast. Kim did. All right. All right. Panini Prospect Edition. We know how these go. 1 auto per pack. 6 packs, 6 autos. I'm going to get more of these. I hope you guys like them. Because they're still so cheap. I like it. You can get good autos. Vetrano, Bazzana, Connor Griffin, which is going to be out of 79. Yohandi, Luciano, Chase Dollander. First auto is Mason Montgomery, 72 out of 75. Going to the Rays. Yeah, the Rays got a couple good things. There's a Rays auto right there, Tony. Rays, I think, have 2 autos. The Blue Jays don't have anything yet. Numbered Connor Griffin to the Pirates. Pink. All right, we got Reinders, Sean Sullivan, Vance Honeycutt, Bazzana, Hey, is this a redemption? I didn't even know there was redemptions in this. 193 out of 299, Griffin Herring. K. Denton, Noble Meyer. It is a redemption. Okay, here we go. Panini Prospect Edition. Future Legends Signature Mojo. Actually, we have got a redemption before, haven't we? It was Dalton Rushing before, I remember. Card 6, it might be him again. No, it is Sammy Stafura. Sammy Stafura, who I think is Reds, right? Stafura? I think that's Reds. Panini usually has random redemptions like this, of course. Sammy Stafura. That was a numbered Griffin. I forgot to top load that. Cam Caminiti, Drew Beam, Rodney Green Jr. Got a Wyatt Sanford ping. Prepping for the pros, Bazzana, and it is. It's real shiny looking. 6 out of 25. It's out of 25. Kyle Teel, Ryan Clifford. Our next auto, Max Anderson to the Tigers. Bazzana out of 25. To the Guards. I think was Kim. I think she had the Guardians too. Sanford ping. All right, we got Lombard, Hagen Smith, Malcolm Moore, Chase Burns, J.D. Gonzalez, Griffin Burkholder. We got Christian Knapsick out of 299. And our next auto, Johnny Farmello to the Mariners. 91 out of 125 to the Mariners, Johnny Farmello. You got it, Sean. Coming right up. You gotta give me specific requests. That's how it works. You gotta give me specific names, and then they come to fruition. Chase Alsop, Hagen Smith is out of 149 to the White Sox. Blake Burke, Tommy White, Trey Savage, Seaver King. Next auto, Bryce Matthews to the Astros. Nice one for the Astros. He requests an Ohtani. Bryce Matthews. Prism auto, Reggie Jackson. I'm going to be real honest. I don't know if either of those are possible, but we will. It's been put out there, so we'll see. You did mention the name, so. Mitch Jebb. We got David Shields to the Royals out of 99. Skeens rookie. Ryan Clifford to the Mets out of 199. Sid Finch. Next auto is Baby G-Loff to the Dodgers out of 199. Jake G-Loff out of 199. Yeah, we got a couple Mets. I don't know if we have any Mets autos, but we did just get a numbered Ryan Clifford. I think there's a couple of numbered Mets, Ruby. Yeah, Skeens auto, that's what you need to be asking for. Right there. Sean. David Shields out of 99. That is entirely possible. All right. Back to the Onyx. Five on this side and 5 on that side. Here we go. Let's get a big name out of here. That's what I want to see. All right, Ethan Salas. Bryce Jenkins. We got a black. Is it going to be an auto? There's Caglione. It is not an auto. It is Franco Elman. Blacks are out of 10, I believe. Owen Miller. Josue. First auto, Dario Laverde. Yeah, Franco to the Guardians is 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. To the Guardians, Franco Elman. I'm assuming it's Allman. Dario Laverde, base auto to the Angels. Yeah, I'm strong enough to open these packs. That's right. Tobias, Sal Stewart, Olivar, Jesus Mati. Josue to the Dodgers, which I think is going to be... Can't tell if it's orange or gold. I think it's going to be out of 50. Aiden Kearney. Looks orange. Schoolcraft. Emil Morales. Next auto. Matt Lugo to the Dodgers. It is the Josue DePaula is out of 50. Josue DePaula. Matt Lugo to the Dodgers. I believe Dodgers. Ethan Bingaman. Owen Cassie. Bryce Eldridge. I think this is going to be an auto. Numbered auto. Bazzana. Leodalis DeVries. Charlie Condon. All right, behind Eldridge we got Sam Knowlton to the Diamondbacks out of 50. Sam Knowlton out of 50. Green is out of 50 in the autos. All right, Eric Adler. Griffin Tobias. Marcelo Meyer. Bazzana. Easton Jones. Henry Vargas. Next auto, Brady Harris going to the non-team prospect spot. Brady Harris. Sam Knowlton, Jay Allen, Lazaro, Sal Stewart, Cole Young, Caglione, David Shields, Angel Ganau. Next auto is Emil Morales to the Dodgers. This one tough to open. There we go. Alright, Andrew Painter, Bryce Jenkins, Noah Miller, Chase DeLauder, Jashawn Unger, Bryce Rayner, Chase Burns, Colt Emerson. Next auto, Ricardo Olivar to the Twins. Trent Harris, Chase Harlan, Matt Lugo, Bobby Witt, Roman Anthony. Next auto, Sal Stewart going to the Reds. That's a good name. Sal Stewart auto. Two Reds autos up there. I have no idea how the Reds did today. Well, they did good yesterday. But I've been so busy today that I do not know. There's Alan Facundo, I don't know how that's pronounced exactly. Fashundo, maybe. Brooks Capel, Carson Williams. So that's going to be out of 10 to the Yankees. Next auto, Ethan Bingaman. Fashundo is 6 of 10. Ethan Bingaman is the non-team spot. Non-team. We'll get you a stand before it's over with, Sean. Don't you worry. Ethan Bingaman. Alan Fashundo. It's out of 10. All right, 2 packs left out of this box. That means 2 more autos. Nick Kurtz, Brooks Capel, Owen Miller, Carson Williams. Auto is green, or a green team rather. So maybe A's. It is Nick Kurtz. There we go. We've been pulling some Nick Kurtz autos lately. How long till he gets called up? That's the question. All right, Chase Dollander, Painter. Hey, Hey, that's your second Nick Kurtz auto recently, Sean. Owen Casey, Knowlton, Walcott, Matt Lugo, Cal Teel, next auto. Bryce Jenkins going to the Mets. Mets auto. All right. We'll go back to the Panini Prospect and then back again. Back again to the vintage. The Onyx vintage. I don't know if you guys have been noticing either, but true to vintage cards, the Onyx vintage are not very well centered. I hope that is intentional. Greg just wants one auto. We gotta get you an auto, Greg. We have to. All right, here we go. Brandon Sproat, Malcolm Moore, nice one for the Rangers. I think that's out of 25. It is. 10 out of 25, Malcolm Moore. Christian Moore, Ping. Aiden Miller, Connor Griffin. First auto, Sean Keys to the Blue Jays out of 125. Going to the Blue Jays. Out of 125. Michael Massey, Aiden May, Hagen Smith, Prism, Tommy White, Sean Sullivan to the Rockies out of 99, Ivan Melendez, O'Farrell. Next auto, Urangelo, 58 out of 75. Going to the Mariners. That's right. That adds, that's part of the effects right there. Because literally, I just toss it over my shoulder, Travis. And then at the end, I have to pick up 50 million boxes off the floor. But at least I get to throw boxes. All right, Hector Rodriguez, Dollander, Yohandi, Carson Bench. We got a numbered Hagen Smith, 169 out of 199. Brock Porter, Dalton Rushing. Next auto, Peyton Toll to the Red Sox. Peyton Toll, who apparently played for TCU, which stands for Texas Christian University, if you're wondering. Numbered Hagen Smith. All right. Leo DeVries, Blake Walters, Caleb Bonmer, Emilian Petre on the ping. We got a Jacob Wilson rookie out of 49 to the A's. Santana. J.D. Dix, he's here. Next auto, Kemp Alderman. Kemp Alderman. We have never got any of those, have we? I honestly forgot that Kabooms were in here. Because we never have gotten one. We've opened a million of these, too. Or college ties autos. Or any one of ones, that's true. I haven't got any sealed cases, in a while. I've just been buying loose boxes, but still, you think we'd hit one eventually. Alright, 2 packs. There you go. See? Hey, a lot of people don't like getting pitchers cards. But pitchers you never heard of will just get called up like nothing. Throw a no-hitter. There you go. 99 out of 99. eBay 1 of 1 to the Yankees. Hagen Smith. Peyton Toll. Dylan Cruz. Kendall George. Next auto is Chase DeLauter. That's our first ever Chase DeLauter auto out of here. 115 out of 125. I don't remember ever getting a Chase DeLauter auto. To the Guardians. Chase DeLauter. He gets hurt all the time, but he's supposed to be a monster too. Alright, last pack of Panini Prospect Edition. We will get a Kaboom eventually, because I'm going to keep buying it. I will never stop. Knapsack, Alonzo Treadwell. We got a Ryan Sloan to the Mariners out of 199. Ryan Sloan out of 199. Seaver King. Chase McDermott to the Orioles out of 299. And our last auto out of here, it's our man, Alan Fashundo. We've got a million of his cards this break to the Yankees. All right, we got 1 box of Onyx left. 10 more autos. We got a whole stack of hits in this break. All right. Good luck on the last box, everybody. Give me just 1 second, actually, before I open this. Kicking empty boxes around. Alright, it's time for a banger. That's right, Sean. Time for a banger. Tons of Royals and Cardinals is all he wants. I like it. Request noted and accepted. Bryce Rayner on the back. All right, we got Trent Harris, Brosseau, Chase Harlan, Elman, Bobby Witt. There's an a Royal. All right, maybe a Rocky auto, which could be something good. It's purple, and it's numbered. Jesus Mate. How about Owen Miller. Owen Miller. What a trick. Out of 50 to the Rockies. Really thought it was going to be Condon. Owen Miller out of 50. To the Rockies. All right, we got Ethan Bingaman, Owen Casey, Kearney, Bryce Eldridge, Leo DeVries, Olivar, Colt Emerson. Next auto is Demuri Pena. Yeah, he keeps getting put in the spot right before the auto. It is true. Demuri Pena. Caglione. All right, we got a Connor Griffin. All right, so this should be a red ink auto based on where it's at. Christian Campbell. Caglione. It's navy. Their skeins. Looks like navy colors, whatever that could be. All right, it is a hitter. Oh, it looks like a red helmet, though. I don't know what that means. It's Dario Laverty again. Our second auto of his. This time it is out of 25 to the Angels. The navy blue border. It tricked me. Dario Laverty out of 25. I don't know a lot about Dario. But whoever got the Angels better hope he's a monster. All right, we got Thomas White, Paseo, Bobby Witt, getting all the Bobby Witt base. Eli Willits to the non-team spot. St. Barnhart, Brooks Capel, Carson Williams. Maybe a Mets auto here. Yeah, Bryce Jenkins. To the Mets. See how well centered that one is? There's no way they don't do that on purpose, right? Eli Willits is out of 50 to the non-team. All right. Looks like 6 more packs to go. 6 autos remain. They like putting a good name on the end of the pack, too. I've noticed that. Cole Drake, Bubba, Kyle Teel, Tristan Peters, Christian Campbell, Bazzana, Walker Jenkins, Christian Moore, Brady Harris. Next auto. There he is again. We got him in Prospect Edition and Onyx. Going to the Yankees. That is hilarious. All right. Maybe another red ink auto. Sure looks like it. Could be right in front of it, though. Chase DeLauder. It is. Owen Casey going to the Cubs. Which should be out of... actually, I don't know. It might be lower. Nick Kurtz. Jason Churio. Next auto. Ethan Bingaman. 1/3 to 25. 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 It's out of 15. Owen Casey is out of 15. Ethan Bingaman is non-numbered to the non-team spot. Owen Casey, 14 out of 15 to the Cubs. See on the back every time. Always a good name. Ethan Salas. Bryce Jenkins. Skeens. Jack Caglione. Bryce Jenkins. Condon. Bazzana. Walker Jenkins. Yosway. Next auto. Garrett Ballman. Bryce Jenkins is out of 50. Garrett Ballman is to the Braves. Braves auto. Bryce Jenkins, Matt Shaw, Carson Williams, Bobby Witt again, right in front of the auto. Paseo, Chase Burns, Angel Ganau, Zane Barnhart, another duplicate auto going to the Orioles. Alright, Chase Dollander, Painter, Skeens, Chase Burns, numbered Semo, that's a good one. Knowlton, Walcott, Lugo, Kyle Teel. Next auto, again, jeez. Dario again, the Christian Moore is out of 25. Dario Laverty, that is our third auto of him for the Angels. Christian Moore going to the Angels out of 25. Got to put that up there. Dario. How many of these cards did you sign? All right, we're down to our last pack. Last pack, Mojo. Sam Knowlton, Jay Allen, Lazaro, Matt Lugo, Cole Young. The auto does look like a hitter at least. Bryce Rayner, Arnold, David Shields, Jesus Mati. Last auto is Noah Miller. Noah Miller. Who I think is Dodgers, but I could be wrong. Noah Miller is our final auto of the break. And that does us, guys. I will do a recap of all the hits. There's 42 autos, a million numbered cards. Let's do a recap. For those who did not listen to my boring voice. Greg, tonight was not your night, my friend. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Recap time. Dario Laverty, auto number 1. Urangelo to the Mariners out of 75. Zane Barnhart auto. Bryce Jenkins to the Mets out of 50. Garrett Bauman auto, Braves. Owen Casey out of 15 to the Cubs. Ethan Bingaman auto, non-team. Alan Fashundo to the Yankees auto. Eli Willits, non-team out of 50. Bryce Jenkins base auto. Dario Laverde auto number 2, this time out of 25, 16 out of 25. Demuri Pena, he does have a cool looking auto. Base auto. Owen Miller to the Rockies out of 50 auto. Chase McDermott out of 299. Ryan Sloan out of 199. Fashundo auto number 2. Bryce Cunningham to the Yankees out of 99. Sal Stewart auto, Reds. Jacob Wilson out of 49. Kemp Alderman auto. Hagen Smith out of 199. Peyton Toll auto. Red Sox, Sean Sullivan out of 99. Jay Allen auto, Reds. Malcolm Moore out of 25. Sean Keys out of 125 auto. Owen Casey out of 50. Bryce Jenkins auto. Noah Miller auto. Trent Harris out of 25. Easton Jones non-team auto. Farmello auto to the Mariners out of 125. Fashundo out of 10. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Ethan Bingaman non-team auto. Eric Adler to the White Sox out of 25 auto. Red ink. Ricardo Oliver base auto. Emil Morales base auto, Dodgers. Brady Harris non-team base auto. Sam Knowlton to the Diamondbacks out of 50, green ink. Yosway DePaula out of 50, Dodgers. Matt Lugo auto. Dario Laverde auto number 3. Franco Allman to the Guardians out of 10, 7 out of 10. David Shields out of 99. Ryan Clifford out of 199. Jake Geloff to the Dodgers out of 199. That's a lot of cards. Hagen Smith to the White Sox out of 149. Bryce Matthews auto, Astros. Christian Knapsick out of 299. Griffin Tobias to the Brewers out of 50, green ink. Chase Burns to the Reds out of 50. Max Anderson auto. Griffin Herring out of 299. Sammy Stafura redemption, I think, is Reds. Connor Griffin to the Pirates out of 79. Mason Montgomery to the Rays auto out of 75. Demuri Pena out of 50. Tristan Peters auto, Rays. Zane Barnhart auto, Orioles. Brooks Capel auto, Cubs. Bubba Chandler out of 15, 9 out of 15 to the Pirates. Jashawn Unger, non-team, red ink auto out of 25. Adrian Hill auto to the White Sox. Then up here we had the Christian Moore out of 25. We had Bazzana, 6 out of 25. We had Chase DeLauder auto out of 125. We had Nick Kurtz, non-numbered auto. And we had Kyle Teel, black auto, black ink auto, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 to the White Sox. And that does us, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. 2 pretty fun breaks, really. A lot of hits. A lot of fun. I will post the other Topps Tribute 2-boxer tomorrow. If we feel it, we'll break it tomorrow. But until then, until the next one, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.